about what they are trying to do. But I do want to point out this, and I think it's important to point out before we start it. From the beginning, I felt like they were trying.
It was trying to what? Let's give it up for two.
At Amazon, skills training and apprentice.
Hold on, first of all, man. This segment in the show right here, man, you know what I'm saying? We live right now. Yeah. Yeah, hear the pit bulls out back, right? So you know what that means. Don't try to come in through the back door, homie. Cause the dog's gonna get you. Before I do. You know what I mean? 40 motherfucking wolves. Always on deck. Yeah. But right now we got the let's see it. 40 wolves. Got that live in-house concert series about to pop off in about a hot second. We got some latest Nolan Wells updates before we do that. So before we begin the show, hold on, let's get it here. Let's see here. Right. Yeah. You already know today is not Mondays, so you already know. Monday is the worst, first day of the week. Always seem to feel I never get enough sleep. Tuesday's the one day, feels like a Sunday. And if it wasn't for Monday, I wouldn't even notice. Wednesday's the hump day, get you out the slump day. Thursday's the day before that bread, so you pump day. Friday's the next, direct deposit. Now it's the weekend and you didn't realize it.
My 2 days off, my 2 days off. I get my 2, I get my 2, I get my 2 days off, my 2 days off. I get my 2, I get my 2, I get my 2 days off, my 2 days off. I get my 2, I get my 2, I get my 2 days off, my 2 days off. I get my 2, I get my 2, I get my 2 days off, my 2 days off. I get my 2.
What you gonna do with your life? I'm gonna do the knowledge. Your boy Dabrand knows we back at it one time. Live in the rack.
My 2 days off. I get my 2.
Y'all already know.
I get my 2.
Let's get it, let's go. Monday is the worst, first day of the week. Always seem to feel I never get enough sleep. Tuesday's the one day that feels like a Sunday. And if it wasn't for Monday, I wouldn't even notice. Wednesday's the hump day, get you out the slump day. Thursday's the day before that bread, so you come day. Friday's the next, direct deposit. Now it's the weekend and you didn't realize it.
2 days off.
Y'all already know it's your boy Brando knows, and I'm back with them 40 words. Once again, we gonna have the latest and the greatest on the Nolan Wells case right about now. It's like almost immediately after that, we're going into that live in-house concert series. Let's go. Monday is the first day of the week. Always seem to feel I never get enough sleep. Tuesday's the one day that feels like a Sunday, but if it wasn't for Monday, I wouldn't even notice. Wednesday's the hump day, get you out the slum day. Thursday's the day before that bread, so you dump day. Thursday's the next, five record bars, and it's the weekend, baby. Didn't realize it, did you? Yeah, didn't know, didn't get to see it coming, whatever. This part of the show is gonna be sponsored by the stickermill.com. So if you go to stickermill.com / your boy Dabrand, your first 10 free stickers is on me. You heard? Let's get into this. Tisha, tell them something about Nolan Wells, please.
Like they were trying to run her out of town. They want her to go away, I believe. They want to punish Nolan Wells' mom for them not letting it go. And they're going to punish her any which way they can. You guys, let's read the statement. Then we're going to discuss. Then we're going to get some updates about what's actually going on in the case. I will say this before we go. This is not the way innocent people act, okay? I will say this for all the people saying, it's a drowning, just let it go. No, stupid. If they had an autopsy to throw in our faces to prove a drowning. Forget about accidental drowning. To prove a drowning, I firmly believe they would have slapped us with that. They want us to shut up so bad and lay down and go tend the field or whatever thing they're thinking under their breath. The fact that they have not been able to shut anything down with evidence, with logic, with facts. As we read this statement from Ben Crump and also the investigation they opened into Nolan's mom, and think about it. Where are the facts? Even the rumors, everything that we've been told is basis is all rumors, right? How do we know Nolan was drinking? Where did that come from?
It
His
came from
friends,
his little
the same ones
life
that can't keep
buddies.
the story straight, that said he was with some unidentified girl?
Yeah, and Tisha, I think those photos are fake. The ones of him holding the beer can and all that. It's like they took one picture of him and used it to do a bunch of other stuff. Look at it. The same person is in the same pictures that they keep posting all over. Like they couldn't find another picture of him without a shirt on or something. You heard? And who says he was drinking? His buddies. Look, who describes a story like this? Yeah, a girl, she came up to me and she said, your brother's fighting, so I walked over there. No, I'm a liar. I put my beer down and I beelined over there. I put my beer down first, Who talks like that? Who describes putting a beer down? Huh? Only somebody trying to get in your brain that there was beer involved, right? Cool. Now, his boy Tristan, that was Warren, by the way. Now, then his boy Tristan, how he introduced the beer. He said, yeah, because I told Nolan I love him. I've been drinking so much. It must have made me emotional. I don't normally get like that, but I was drinking so much that day that, I had to tell him. And then the second time he mentioned the beer is when he was with his girl. So they was just some drinking fools, right? Check it out. So he in the pool, he in the ocean. He on Horns Island in the shallows with his lady, arguing about a cushy that he dropped in the water earlier, and she saying, you gonna buy me a new one? And she was so upset about it that when he said, I just want another beer. I ain't really trying to hear all this. I just want another beer. And she told him before she dove under the water and swam off into nowherever's land, because that's what he said. He said, yeah, she told me, get it yourself, and dove and got under the water and swam off. That's the second time he mentioned that he wanted a beer. You wanted a beer so much more. Why was you in the water? Why you ain't go get it? You came back. Why stop there? Go continue, like your girl said. They introduced the beer, them. And your boy, the Django bootlicker, introduced the C. All right? Let's go.
How do we know anything that they are saying? What, he drowned? How do we know that? How do we know? They have given us zero facts to go on. Even public autopsies, they are restricting, okay? If they had any evidence, and I mean any evidence, that could prove this was an accidental drowning, they would have showed it by now. It wouldn't even have gone to the grand jury. They would have showed us, and then maybe it would have gone to the grand jury last. Let's not forget on the live I did.
Right. So how stupid do they think we are? If you said he drowned. You guys said he's drowned right off the rip. Oh, he's drowned. It looks like it was no nothing. Just a regular day in the mill. Boy drowned. Okay, we're nothing to see here. Now all of a sudden it's deaf undetermined and all this other shit. What happened? If it was a drowning, your first autopsy should have said that right off the rip. And if it was, y'all would have threw that out there, because this is really what y'all trying to relate to the people, right? That he drowned, right? So if he didn't drown, what happened to Nolan Wells, man? Why is he gone from this earth so soon? Huh? Let's go, teacher.
Yesterday, a prosecutor in New Jersey actually said in Mississippi, the way it works is there's a crime, it's an investigation, they interview witnesses, and then the last thing they do is take it to the grand jury. They have completely upended that, and they're starting the grand jury first, making everything secret. But again, as we read this, is this the actions of innocent people? Why is the truth so scary? Why is investigation so scary? Even if Ben Crump was sitting there hooting and hollering all day, why is whatever he finds an affront to Ocean Springs, an affront to Mississippi, and an assault on those boys and their good family? Ask yourself that why for people saying, oh my God, it's cut and dry. Is it? Because if they had any evidence, it would have given it to us. But listen, enough of this mess. Right? Let's get into enough of this mess, all right? Let's get into the actual statement. And it is so disgusting, and it is, in my opinion, an act of pure evil. And it seems like Mr. Crump shares my opinion. Ben Crump posted this on his social media. He posted this on his social media about 40 minutes ago, all right? The statement from attorney Ben Crump on the nursing board complaint against Christine Wells Wansley. Keep in mind that Nolan's mom is a nurse, but she is the highest licensed, highest educated form of nursing, which is called doctorates of nursing. She literally got her PhD in nursing, all right? Prior to this, her record has been spotless. She has been beloved by the community. You all know her. She is who she is. This was released from Ocean Springs, Mississippi on August 5th, 2026. Nationally renowned civil rights and personal injury attorney Ben Crump issued a statement after Christine Wells Wansley, the mother of Nolan Wells, was notified that the Mississippi Board of Nursing has opened a professional misconduct investigation against her based on a complaint filed by an anonymous person. Nolan Wells was found on Horn Island on July 6. His cause of death remains undetermined, and an independent autopsy was inconclusive. The reason why it was inconclusive, as we know, is because they didn't give the throat, they didn't give organs back, they didn't share any of the stuff that only the first autopsy could find due to the fact of organic matter.
Which is a little crazy, man, because for one, y'all knew we was getting a second autopsy, right? Let's look at this situation, people. They knew that we was gonna get that second autopsy, right? But instead of waiting for our autopsy doctor to get there so they could do this thing together, they rushed in there to do what? Huh? What they rush in there to do that thing like that there for? Just not to give up all the evidence. Why they do that? We be really needing to know these situations, man, because it don't look good. Not at all, man. It looks terrible. You know what I mean? What it look like to you, Tisha? Why would they not wait for the second autopsy doctor to get there so they could do it together and eliminate all this doubt that's going around the nation? Why would they do that?
Over time does degrade at a high manner. A fast pace. You guys already know this, but let's get back into this. Remember when I did a video a week and a half ago, and I said, right, and I had people in my comments making me so mad, talking about, I don't see the ratings, where are they? And I was like, y'all, I think they're trying to run Nolan's mom out of town, because why on the thing that you can give reviews about her, right? There's all these one-star. I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her to look after me. She only cares about her own. There were all these nasty one-star reviews. Now, why was that so weird? Because, of course, after this happened with Nolan, Christine, Nolan's mama, took time off. So when these reviews came in, it was...
Christine, listen to me, ma. Don't even pay that shit no mind. Look, check it out. I don't even go through the... Yo, listen... If I'm sitting here and I'm going through comments and I come across somebody saying some craziness, guess what I do? I keep it moving. Unless I feel like responding, I might tell that dude, yo, about himself, you know, but we ain't worried about nobody doing nothing to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel like you want to do something, go ahead, man. Take your chances, man. Do what you feel you need to do, man. But be warned, man. I got 40 wolves.
Possible for them to be patients of hers because she wasn't working. All right? And I said, they're gearing up something. They're trying something. Again, this is all my opinion. I could be dead wrong. I'm telling you how I see things based upon information and belief and the way that they roll out. So just rock with me with this, right? Not y'all, but people said I was crazy. They said they were starting mess. And less than a week and a half later, they opened and I quote, a professional misconduct investigation against her based on a complaint filed by an anonymous person. This woman could lose her nursing license. This woman that got a PhD in nursing, she is a doctorate of nursing, the highest you can be ranked as a nurse. She could lose her whole license. She could lose her livelihood. She could lose everything. This comes fresh on the heels of Christine Wansley being...
Now, how stupid could people be to know the reason why they doing all that is because what's going on with her son for her to lose her career, right? So that means if somebody was to take her career away from her because of this situation, them motherfuckers is assholes. You hear me?
Damn.
Seriously.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Topotão.
Yeah.
On Don Lemon. And when everybody was saying, yo, we hear they're starting up mess, trying to get you out of there. She literally clarified and said, maybe. That's what people online are doing. But where I work at, they are treating me good. They are treating me kind. And they have been oh so supportive, which means that her job refused to fire her and refused to put any pressure on her. So what ended up happening after that? Maybe it's a coincidence. We're going to get into the rest of Ben Crumb's statement because maybe he lays them out. But let me just tell you mine, right? Then, so that all happened, right? And that's good. But then the state of Mississippi stepped in because what her job won't do, it seems like Mississippi isn't afraid to. The same governor that told her your son drowned with no evidence. The same police chief that said your son was drinking heavily and he drowned with no evidence. With no evidence. Where did the rumor come from that Nolan was drinking? Because you know that Christine's mom just shared, Nolan's coach called me. He was super upset about the way everybody was saying that Nolan was super drunk. I talked to Nolan around 3:30 and, quote, it said, they had a long conversation. We talked about life, his plans, his goals. We had a good conversation. We talked for a while. He said that Nolan did not look a lick of drunk and didn't even look or sound like he was drinking. How can you have a long conversation with somebody around the time that he was supposed to go missing, which was around 3:30, with your coach who has seen plenty of kids drunk and everybody has a drink? And he said he was not a lick of drunk. He didn't even look like he had been drinking. Nolan also had a huge tryout on Monday. He was a D1 athlete and he had a huge tryout on Monday. Many people said Nolan was not that type of person. He wasn't.
I'm a little confused. How is it possible that the coach had this long-ass conversation at 3:30? Was the coach on the island too? Like, what's going on here? Was the coach on the island too? How the coach had this long conversation with Nolan if at 3:30 Nolan was still on the island? Warren said the last time he saw Nolan was 3 o'clock. And they left at 4:30. So the coach was on the island? I'm confused.
But there is an eyewitness, okay? And the eyewitness called the mom and said he was upset at how early people just came out with this narrative that Nolan was super drunk and partying and all this stuff when he knows that to be false. His mom just said that. So now we have an eyewitness. So we have to ask ourselves, since it was only his friends that talked to police, where did the story come from that Nolan was pissy drunk, that Nolan was sloppy drunk, and that's how he drowned? So because she wouldn't believe from the gate that her son was pissy drunk, even though there's eyewitness adults, not juveniles, that said, no, he was fine, right?
Yeah, like I said, the story came from his friends, man. When they went on the Django bootlicker show. You know what I mean? First, Warren said that he saw Nolan. Nolan was drinking pretty heavy. You know, he said he was drinking pretty heavy. What? Why are you watching how much I'm drinking in the first place, my G? You should be paying attention to what's going on in your situation, right? That's number one. And when I'm with my boys, I don't pay attention to how much they drinking unless we sharing a bottle, right? If there's cans of beers, man, I don't know how many cans of beer this man done had, man, because I'm not watching the next man drink. That's for one. But it came from their friends. It came from his friends. Warren said he was drinking heavy. Last time he saw him, he was hugged up with a girl drinking heavy. Did the girl say he was drinking heavy like that? And what kind of girl is that to be chilling with a nigga that's drinking so heavy? You understand? You out here on the beach chilling, everybody chilling, you drinking heavy, and I'm with you. What? The best thing on the beach, I'm with the nigga that's drinking heavy. The only darky on the beach drinking heavy. What? That don't make no sense. But then his boy Tristan also said, you know, he was so drunk, you know, that he told Nolan he loved him. You know, he never did that before, but he was so drunk he must have been emotional, you know? You know how it is when you're drunk, you just tell a nigga out of the blue you love him.
And they're coming in, and all this stuff is happening, and they're making all these accusations that are not founded on anything. So Nolan Wells' mother, because she's a peace-loving woman, went on Dom Lemon and said, listen, I know everybody hears it, but my job is not putting pressure on me. My job is so loving, they're so supportive, and they're giving me all the time I need. Thank goodness for them. So what did the state of Mississippi do? Look at the game. Now there is, and I quote, a professional misconduct an investigation based on an anonymous complaint.
Hold on. First of all, man, all the money you just got and all the money you gonna get, tell Mississippi to take their job and stick it where the motherfucking sun don't shine. Feel me? What you worry about a job for? Who care about that? So what? Let them complain all they want. They wasn't complaining when my son came up missing. Now all of a sudden, they got all these complaints and shit, right? Right. All of a sudden, they got all these goddamn complaints.
I'm not saying this is set up. I am saying that it's funny how her doctor's ranking reviews, you know how you can give your doctor a review, gets flooded with all these negative comments. And now there's an anonymous complaint that jeopardizes her.
All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Complaints from people who ain't even never been in her office. Now that's what they need to do is track down everybody that made these complaints. She actually saw you before? No? Lock his ass up.
License and makes it
Y'all want to play those games? Y'all want to play those games? We can play those games too. You know what I mean? Y'all want to play? Like Flacco said, man, when they do that, take a screenshot of their numbers, send it to them online, man. Let them feed it out there and let them get a taste of what they giving y'all. Okay? Okay, pumpkins? All right? Y'all hear me out here? Hear me clearly? No?
While she's under this, it's unclear whether or not she can go back to work. But this jeopardizes her livelihood. To me. If I didn't know that the state of Mississippi was just being law-abiding and trying to get to the bottom of Dolan's murder, I would say this looked like targeted harassment. I would say they are trying to send a message. I would say that they are literally putting pressure on there. Let me read these super chats, and we're going to get into the rest of Ben Crump's statement. You guys, this is some of the most vicious, disgusting things. And in my mind, the fact that we are seeing all these things unfold in real time, and the fact that they somehow think that they are entitled and they can do this. It is crazy to me. Christine Wams.
That's crazy to me that they feel like they could keep your baby body parts. And who the do the state of Mississippi think they are? Like, what the yo, man? They talk about Trump ruling with a iron fist. There's no kings and all this other nonsense. And look at what they are actually doing in real time, like Teacher's Tales just now said. Real time, my man. Covering up right in front of your face. Like you so stupid you can't see it. Now some of you niggas ain't stupid, you just getting paid off. And that's even worse than being stupid because you know what you're doing. And it's gonna catch up to you, papa.
And Nolan's dad's name, I wish I could remember his name, but I always know the moms. In the black household, it's your mom's house. Even though your mom and dad have been married for 50 years, it's your mom's house, right? The whole point of the matter is they are literally right now in a David and Goliath struggle. Everybody on that boat was hooked up to Legacy in Mississippi. They go straight up to the governor's office. From the beginning, the police chief, the governor, the Department of Public whatever, the AG, the DA, they all seem to close rings. Tell me how in this we have not gotten one breakthrough or one piece of evidence about what happened to Nolan. I'm talking about autopsy. I'm talking about tire reports. I'm talking about anything. And let me tell you something. If they had it, they would have given it to us. If they had it, they would have thrown it in our faces and told us to shut up. I know they can't wait to tell us to shut up. They probably calling us moon crickets under their breath. They can't wait to tell us to shut up. They can't wait. So where's the evidence? Because they don't have anything to tell us to shut up. And the fact that in this case, at this point, 3 people have been arrested for making threats against Ashley Cole. All the other boys swear their lives have been turned upside down. They haven't been able to post one credible thing. The FBI is investigating deep in comment sections, pulling people's pages down, doing what they can. 3 arrests, not one answer about Nolan. The only person under investigation right now is Nolan's mom. And they're playing in our face. This is so... You know what? Let me calm down. Let me woosah. It brings me to tears.
Just you woosah for a minute. Let me take the reins for a hot second, because that shit is disgusting, man. We sitting here, we watched and seen what happened. We got all the evidence we need. You throwing the bootlicker, the Django out there to try to throw us off with that cotton picking bullshit. We ain't trying to hit it, my man. Motherfucking Mississippi. We letting y'all niggas know y'all don't know this, man. Because for one, check it out, man. We already know, man. It's no situation where it's that it would play out like that. You know what I'm saying? Last man saw the last man tagged his ass in the jail cell. You understand? If it was on the other hand, was on the other foot, and the shoes was switched up, motherfucker, somebody would be in jail right now. And guess what? We already know what y'all up to with that grand jury, man. You know what I mean? Because we know how y'all keep us in jail. It's all about the paperwork, brothers and sisters. Right? Then they got this all set up pretty with a bow is that no matter what they show these people, we ain't got a right to see it, which to me is just absolutely motherfucking bonkers. Because why the fuck would we not have permission to be able to see that? Like what? We little retarded kids, we don't know what to do with it? Are we going to take the information and discern something else? Are we going to be able to see that Mississippi I got a visit down there, so let me pass the ball back to Tisha because, yeah, we really don't want to say too much about nothing that we ain't really, privy to know, like the Django. So determined to say he got facts and proof, and adamant that it happened and the data and the one is not, nigga. If it come, yo, if I just want that dude's like career over. Like I don't want nobody else listening to him, man. Like he just lied like to our faces, man. I don't like a liar, man. I don't like a bully, man. I don't like a cheat, man. I don't like a thief, man. And when I encounter one of those,
it brings me to tears that and they're doing it so blatantly. How can this be? How can this be allowed? How can this be? And for everybody saying, oh, the feds will come in. Stop it. Stop it. The feds, and no disrespect, because there are some good feds out there, but the feds fall in line usually with the state. Okay? California feds, they're usually people that grew up in California, have the California way of thinking. Same thing with New York feds. Mississippi feds, they grew up in Mississippi. They got a Mississippi way of thinking. The feds have done more to literally find random cometers on Jupiter than they have to contribute to this case. And now the only person under investigation for the crime of wanting to know what happened to her son is Nolan's mom. She didn't accuse anyone. She didn't say anything. She just said, I want to know what happened. And they are literally, in my opinion, punishing her. Who's this anonymous complaint? They are punishing her for daring to not just swallow whatever half-baked theory they come up with. And
well, Tisha, like I said, the rainbow at the end of the line is that she don't need their punk ass job no more, huh? Go start your own. If you feel like you in the need to take care of people when they feeling down and out and sick, Christine, start your own little hospital clinic now, man. You got enough bread to do it. Fuck Mississippi, man. Get up out of there. Take what you gonna get from them niggas. Take your son, bury him somewhere else. Don't even fuck that town, man. Fuck Mississippi. They burning.
imagine disrespect that you are looking at your pride and joy laying dead on a beach. Laying dead. And the sheriff, within 1 hour of finding his body, says, yeah, he was drinking really heavy. He drowned. And when you say, that doesn't make any sense. Like, this doesn't make sense. Can we get an autopsy? What? You don't? Okay, I'll pay for autopsy myself. Can I just get more answers? But wait, when was the last time anybody saw him? This doesn't make any sense. And you get punished by having an investigation open into you? Y'all, this is disgusting. It's playing dirty. I know they're probably going to say, oh, it was just a coincidence. Maybe it is. Maybe this is all a big coincidence. Maybe I'm overreacting. Right?
No,
maybe I'm seeing demons and evilness and racism and season 1 of In the Heat of the Night and, you know, Mississippi burning mixed with The Birth of a Nation. Yeah, that film. Mixed with The Birth of a Nation. Maybe I'm seeing ghosts where they don't exist. Maybe I'm just seeing ghosts where they don't exist. But these are a lot of coincidences happening at the same damn time. Y'all, let me read these super chats. Then we're going to get in the Russ Ben Crump statement. Also, really almost to the day, she has spent every moment since asking one question. What happened to Nolan? Now, someone is going after her nursing license anonymously without the courage to put a name on it? This is a warning shot at a grieving mother meant to pressure and scare her into staying silent. It is a distraction.
Yeah, they ain't expect, you know what I mean, her to put that out there even, letting people know what's going on with that. They expected her to stay quiet and on the low. So nobody knew you could threaten that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now she put it out there, now they're like, fuck, shit. Now we gonna find out who that anonymous person is, yeah. Internet, you know what to do. Let's go.
It is intimidation, and we will not let it stand. Christine had a part of her identity stolen from her the day Nolan died. Now, someone is trying to take another piece of it. This cruelty knows no bounds. Ben Crump is in his bag. He is in his bag. This was so well written. Woof. I feel like, whoa. He's in his bag. He said, look at the timeline. Christine has cared for patients in Mississippi throughout her career. Years of service to her patients without a single complaint against her to the Board of Nursing. Then, magically, her son is found dead. She did what any grieving mother would do. She took a leave of absence to bury her child and to search for answers. And only now, after all of that, does an anonymous person want the Board of Nursing to believe she's a bad nurse? Nothing about her practice has changed. The only thing that changed is that she started asking questions. As she continues to grieve her son and seek answers about what happened to him, she is now also forced to defend her professional record.
They should check everybody's computers and see who Googled her job and what she do. Find out who it was who was, you know what I mean, stalking her situation. We need to know who that anonymous person is, y'all. Internet, let's get them.
Family should accept that, and no institution should tolerate it. Attacking a grieving mother's career does not answer the question of what happened to Nolan. It tells us the question matters, and the answer is scaring somebody. We will keep asking questions and demanding the facts until Christine knows how her son died. I know that's right. Hold on, y'all. There's more, but let me just lift this image up. This was from Ben Crump. He said, News alert. Attorney Crump has issued a statement after Christine Wells Wansley, the mother of Nolan Wells, was notified that the Mississippi Board of Nursing has opened a professional misconduct investigation against her based on a complaint filed by an anonymous person. Y'all, this cruelty, this evil knows no bounds. What's up, Bronco 305?
Knows no bounds.
The whiteboard's coming. Bronco 305 said, think this is a get back for Carmelo Anthony's case. This is a major distraction from his case, but also a major distraction from something more important, like a bill being signed or passed. You know what? You could very well be right about this. At this point, I swear to God, this is like an episode of Mississippi Burning. It's starting to scare me a lot. Because when I say scare me, it's like I worry so much about what else they have in store. I worry about what else they had in store. See, the thing is, as much as Mississippi wants us to forget, maybe the state's not in on it. And maybe they're just investigating a complaint that got opened almost to the day her son died. Almost to the day. But that anonymous complaint, what if they have nefarious intent? All right, maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too much to say the state of Mississippi is in on this. Maybe, right? We'll see. Time will tell. But I will say this, right? I will say this. What about the person that opened that investigation up? I'm actually scared for their family. Because first comes these warning shots. And then, not even 5 or 10 years ago, comes across, hell, maybe even last year, comes across being burnt on your front lawn. The warning shots that happen in these type of places, and I'm not saying Ocean Springs, that fine, upstanding town, they would ever harbor Klan, racism, neo-Nazi. They would never do that, right? But usually, just like with Tulsa and with everything else that happened, every time our towns have been burnt down, a property has been stolen, every single time a kid, a wife, a husband has not returned home, and when they are found, they are mutilated, beaten, black, blue, buried. In Mississippi, didn't they just find 215 corpses buried behind a prison and nobody said anything and they don't know where these people came from? Every time these warning things start happening, crosses start burning after. I am genuinely scared for Nolan's family. Now, maybe I know the old Mississippi. Maybe I know from what my grandparents and my parents have told me about the South. Maybe what they're saying is just outdated. Maybe Mississippi is like, we're the hugging state. But I know that warnings start first, crosses get burnt, and then hoods start coming out. And it seems like, to me, whoever made this anonymous complaint, we have to question their motivations. We have to question their timing. And we have to question why the state is even taking.
Exactly, because like I said, that person probably never even been in the hospital that she work in. You know what I mean? It's anonymous. Why you make that anonymous? You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't do that a long time ago? You wait till this lady's under some type of situation going on with her son, and now that would be the time you wouldn't do it, right? So for you to do it, you a heartless ass cocksucking piece of shit.
This so seriously. We really do. We really do. You guys, Nolan still has siblings. They still live in that town. School is starting up. Their mama may lose the job and license. God knows what.
Christine, fuck the job, move out of the town, change it, start over somewhere else, right? You know what I mean? Somewhere that's not Mississippi. And continue to find out what happened to your baby. Facts. If you can't take the heat while you in the kitchen, get out. Get out of there, shorty. We ain't gonna judge you. Shit, I wouldn't stay there. I get the fuck up out of there. ASAP. As soon as possible. Get up out of there, shorty.
What's gonna happen to the dad? What they have going on? Those kids still have to go to school with these same people whose relatives literally worked for the governor while they were trying to pass to push and make sure that segregation stood in the South. Everybody wants to act like, oh, that's so long ago. No, it wasn't. It was your great-grandfather. It was your grandfather. These people actually fought to make sure that anti-segregation laws were struck down. I'm worried for Nolan's family. Kaylee said, I like the way your name's spelled, Kaylee. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, said if it was an accident, the cover-up protects the money. Buying off the sheriff failed when the family found the body. An autopsy may disprove drowning. Everyone lawyered up to avoid prison and millions in liability. So listen, Kaylee, I do agree with you. See, here's the thing. We don't know if anyone's guilty. And let me just do a disclaimer. Please do not send, I know I don't have to tell y'all, but it has to be a disclaimer, just in case. Please do not send any hatred, vitriol, intimidation, even comments to any of these people. We want them alive, well, and mentally sound so they can see the day that justice comes and we find out what happened to Nolan. If you have anything to say, if you have any comments, send it to Ben Crump. If you want to do something, instead of giving them energy, send some money to Nolan's mama through the GoFundMe. I'm actually going to go and re-up my GoFundMe and go donate to that family because they're going to need every penny they can. And again, they tried to shame her. Oh, this is just a grift. But look who has personal GoFundMes. Warren does. One for legal fees and one for personal. Right? Christine, Miss Walmsley, please go start your personal GoFundMe. I will be the first person. No. We're done with this gaslighting, brainwashing. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. Then they're the first ones to do it. Oh, this is a grift. You're playing dirty. You're doing this. You're spreading information. And they're the ones spreading information because there's no verifiable proof that Nolan was drinking. There's no verifiable proof that Nolan drowned. I know he was found face down in water. But baby, have you ever watched Agatha Christie? Okay. And where is the autopsy that says it? Where's the autopsy that says that he died by drowning? Where's the autopsy? Where's all the evidence? Where's the evidence of when you interview people? Where's the evidence? Like, what is it? Like, ugh. And they're out on Officer DeDjango acting a fool. Again, I do agree with you on one thing, Kaylee, and this is an interesting novel thing. Here's what I agree with you on. And I've said it from the beginning. If they have proof that Nolan died accidentally, or not even that, if he drowned, if they had proof of that, they would have threw it in our faces by now. I don't believe they have evidence that he drowned. Maybe he might not even have water in his lungs. And I think that's why they're trying.
That's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. That's why they hiding all this shit. Like, if they found evidence of drowning on the first autopsy, they would have put it out there, man. It would be out there already. It would be no more questions. We would have been like, oh, all right, cool. That's what it said. But they didn't. They dragging this shit along. How they getting away with not showing Christine her son's autopsy results is bonkers to me. Cause I would be at their office every day like, where the fuck is the results for my son's motherfucking goddamn autopsy? Cause this shit y'all talking about ain't popping. Where is the autopsy results, man? Where's the boy fucking dope in his lungs and all that, man? Where is it at, son?
Trying to keep the initial results of the autopsy secret, or they could just be assholes. We never thought about that, right? They could just
be assholes saying, fuck that. We ain't gonna show them shit. It says he drowned here. All right, let them figure it out on their own. Even though they just spent thousands of dollars on an autopsyist to come in here and go and let them figure.
Be assholes. And
Straight
because
assholes, Tisha.
Nolan's mama won't just sit there and take whatever excuse they give, they're going out of their way to be difficult and make that pain. And yeah, they could share information, but they don't want to, because nobody told you to bring Ben Crump in. They don't want to. But I do think that if they did have evidence that they could even say it was a drowning, that it wasn't any foul play, that I think they would have been convened that grand jury. I think they would have showed all that evidence to the grand jury. And I think they would have told us all, shut the hell up. But they can't. They can't. They want this to go away so bad. Why don't y'all just give us evidence of what's going on?
That's right.
You know, Speedy 300 said, I knew they were going to target the victim's family. Listen, whatever's going on, it is very, very sick. And the timing is very, very suspicious. But again, in my heart of hearts, I feel sick. Because usually with these type of warnings, the cross burnings come out next. That's what I saw from Birth of a Nation. That's what I saw from Mississippi Burning. That's what everybody in my bloodline has told me about Mississippi and Alabama. That's what I know. That's what I know. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I know. That's their history and their heritage. Hipposquatamus, thank you for the super chat, said, they're mad. Hold on, let me read your thing. She said, they're mad that the social species is social... that the social species is social species and the people are peopling. Like, how dare they help one another? Humanity will never relent. That is actually a really good point. Facts. Again, the audacity and the arrogance that you tell a mother within an hour of finding her son, who was a great athlete, not known for drinking, not known for drugs. There's people on the scene that said he didn't seem drunk. Tell her not only did he accidentally drown, but he accidentally drowned because he was drunk. How disrespectful. And when she asked for proof, are you sure? Because I think there might be more to the story by the way everybody was acting. They get an attitude with her. How dare you? Didn't we tell you? The governor comes out on TV and literally said, I'm not even joking, well, I don't know much about the case. I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know, but from what I understand, it was an accidental drowning. The media, all over the news, he was drinking heavily. Where did that come from? Who said that? His friends? The same people that went on Officer Tatum? Those same friends that went on an anti-black man? God, Uncle Ruckus. He is the real life embodiment of Uncle Ruckus, but Uncle Ruckus might love black people more than Officer Tatum. But you know what? To each his own, right? Everybody got to get in where they fit in. To each their own. He's found a way to monetize the self-hate he feels, because I'll say one thing, it is self-hate. Because if you are so stupid, it's like you being around, as a woman, being around men that's calling other girls bees and hoes. Please believe that when you leave the room, you are also going to be called a bee and a hoe. And please believe that even if you're not, the minute you make them mad, the minute you step out of line, baby, you're going to be every bee and hoe in the world. When somebody is talking about people that look just like you, do you somehow think, oh, they look at you as, it's like that old saying, the reason why racism in non-black communities is so prevalent, right, is because they are indoctrinated to believe that black person, white person, white person does something bad. Well, you're a good person who did a bad thing, because all white people, according to indoctrination, are inherently good. And Officer DeJango believes that. But see, here's the thing he doesn't get. The other half of that sentence is, even if they like you, they believe black people are inherently bad people who's doing something good. And the minute you mess up or fall out of line, baby, you go back to being an inherently bad person that did something bad. You are not worthy of empathy, humanity, respect. As a matter of fact, you are worse than vermin and you must be eradicated. That's the way they look at it. But I think he maybe knows that. That's why he's trying so hard I believe, to fight for these boys, because he's trying to prove, right? He's a bad person, but that was raised right. He's more than his ancestors, you know? Again, same thing I said about Tristan, my opinion, but also Officer Tatum. He's going to have a canon moment. Everybody does. You can't live you're going to have a canon moment. Right? You don't even want to be friends with people that respect black people. No. You want to be friends with the ones that are calling us moon crickets under their breath. Right?
Yep.
You're going to have a canon moment. But you know what? Whatever. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this madness is this is some of the most disgusting, some of the most vile, call it what you want. Let me get into the comment section real quick. I have a few other things to show y'all. Since y'all are on live with me, I just want to show you a few other things. I'm going to make...
That'll do it for me, Tisha. Yeah. Well, I told y'all what I had for y'all. Quick Nolan Wells update. Tisha tells. Thank you, girl. Give it up for Tisha. All right, now. 40 Wolves. Y'all should already know what time it is. Now that you know that your boy Dabrand knows. It's time for that This House Live concert series. It's your boy Dabrand. Let's go. Yes, sir. One, two. Let's take it, let's go. Look at these little niggas on my ear. Talking this shit I ain't even trying to hear. Yeah, now let me make this clear. Nigga, this is my year. Yeah, and I don't sweat those foes. No, nigga, I don't sweat those hoes. No, nigga, I don't sweat those trolls. I switch clothes, clothes get chose. Nigga, holding my crotch. Yeah, nigga, checking my watch. Too hot to the motherfucker cot. Straight from the bottom, straight to the big shot. Nigga, that's that shit though. And you can see it on the big screen. Big mean, big lane, big green. Little nigga doing really big things. Boss. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Please, somebody call them. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Come on, get it. 911. 5 a.m. a nigga phone start ringing. Nigga, what the fuck is you thinking? Nigga, what the fuck is you drinking? Tell me what the hell is this story you singing? Niggas smoking them trees. Can't stop popping them E's. Can't stop sipping them G's. Flipping them G's. Flipping them G's. Niggas know you niggas got dough. Nigga, what you think the fucking cat for? Niggas try to stunt. Come around back. Nigga gon' slide in the back door. Nigga, that's that shit though. And you can see it on the big screen. Big mean, big lane, big green. Little nigga doing really big things. Boss. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Please, somebody call them. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Get it, come on. 911, nigga. It's your boy Dabrand knows. We gonna keep it moving with this live in-house concert series. Come on. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Somebody call the cops. Come on, get it. 911, nigga. Y'all already know. It's your boy Dabrand knows. And we smooth every now and then we get smoother. It's right here called Give 'em What They Pay For. And them 40 wolves on deck. till I pop for shorty quickly in the longbow. You need to tell me where you wanna go. Ride like cherry and I take you where you wanna go. Come on, show me what you gonna do. Pop that shorty, look good in your fondue. Oh yes, all around the world. That's right, me and you, girl, get it. See, I'm back in my city, looking all good, feeling all pretty. Yes? Fresh gear, fresh cut, strutting my motherfucking stuff and what? You see, back at the club, shorty giving it up. And she said, just throw it in the air, drop low, give them what they pay for. Me, I'm all. First thing I saw when I came through the door. Make a nigga wanna go raw, especially when I come through, push to the call. Check it out, see, that's by law. Feminine sure, but it get you in the door, get you in the floor, get you in the bed, get you in that motherfucking head, but come on. See, I'm back in my city, looking all good, feeling all pretty. Yes? Fresh gear, fresh cut, strutting my motherfucking stuff and wall. See, back at the club, shorty giving it up. And she said, just throw it in the air, chop low, give them what they pay for. Hot damn, last night I had a blast. 100-yard dash, coming in fast. Shorty wore a pretty ass mask. I was spinning that cash, she was shaking that ass. Check it out, I'm really on bust though. Shorty really made a lot of gusto. Don't know you really long, can't trust you if I catch you out back. Shorty dust you off, let's go. She where the Brando knows, you already know. We get Brando poppin'. Smooth sailings, cool runnings, mine. Sweat that there, know me never. I'm too smooth, too clever. Got a chick so rich, send me on trips. Plus she cook, she strip. Little nigga get the keys to the whip. Then we in and out of town. So we in and out till it, cause you know how I love when you make that sound. When you taking it down, all the way down. She be taking it down, and she be going all the way, all the way. She be taking it down, all the way down. She be taking it down, down, down. Check it out, D-Block baby, I'm back and I'm bald. And I be off of that song. And I be getting money of course, but I've never ever thought of taking a loss. These are facts. When I'm sipping that crystal, shorty begin to get buck wow. She begin to get buck wow. That's when niggas take dicks out. Check it out, she be taking them down, all the way down. She be taking it down, and she be going all the way, all the way. She be taking it down, all the way down. She be taking it down, down, down. Check it out. Her first name deep, last name dope. Little nigga, I'm riding that boat. Put a brand in coat, cause I can't swim and I can't float. Little nigga, in those water, those seas. Shorty, she be working them knees. She be smoking them cheese, popping them E's, got me tricking them G's up. She be taking it down, all the way down. She be taking it down, and she be going all the way, all the way. She be taking it down, all the way down. She be taking it down, down, down. Come on. Y'all already know it's your boy Dabrand knows we back at it once again with that live in-house concert series. Let's get it, let's go, come on. I'ma hit the stage. One way or the other, baby, let's go. It's your D-Block, baby. Let's go, functionality. It's explosive. You know? Yeah, it's like a Milky Wonderland, you know what I mean? Check it out, let's go. Can you tell me something that I don't know? Can you take me places that I wanna go? Show me things that I wanna see. Take away from this reality, all the jealousy, envy, this misery, love's company. Check it out. Bought me a yacht when I left that block. Bought it in a spot that was sunny and hot. It's ACM, holding it down. 40 worth, baby girl, this is my town. I like the way that sound. Hold it up and never round. And then tell me something that I don't know. Can't take me places that I wanna go. Show me things that I wanna see. Take me away from this reality, all the jealousy, envy, the misery, love's company. So long, sucker! Said you the man, I'm calling your bluff. You ain't do nothing when your shorty got cuffed. You ain't do nothing when your homie got snuffed. That's a little sus. I'm slowing it down, she's speeding it up, and tell me what's the rush. Let's get it. Can't tell me something that I don't know. They can't take me places that I wanna go. Show me things that I wanna see. Take me away from this reality, all the jealousy, all the envy, the misery, love's company.
Sunroof top.
Yeah,
Digging
y'all
in the
already know
scene,
Shaboy the Brand don't
digging in
know.
the scene,
We back at it again, let's go.
DBS
coming down.
See on my face that smile. See on my head there's a crown. I'm on top of the world. Top of the town, baby.
I moved out the hood that had the church on the corner where I sit, talk shit all day cause I wanna. And on top of that, wasn't none of you's gonna do nothing but keep running your mouth and keep frontin'. Go ahead, say something, little nigga. I'll wait, but I ain't gonna wait till late, cause in a minute I'm escape. Cause there is no debate. They know it's not an option. They gotta keep you cock watchers watching.
Sucker! Digging in the scene, digging in the scene with the gangster name.
DBS come down. See on my face that smile. See on my head that crown. I'm on top of the world.
Top of the town, baby.
Yep, you know I kicks the Willy Bobo. I compete with Shorty, but then I'm coming in solo. Shorty says he hungry, so D fed her the bobo. Then after that right there, I got to do a dollar. Hey, you was a cowboy and a species. All the hostilities, you know that I get busy. Talking about, you don't understand it when I talk. I bet you recognize it when you see the way I walk. Let's go! Brando knows, baby. Yes, sir. We on it like that. Live in-house concert series, cause I don't think y'all niggas can keep up with your boy. Check it out, let's go for the road. Look at these little niggas all in my ear, talking this shit I ain't even trying to hear. Yeah, now let me make this clear. Nigga, this is my year. And I don't sweat those foes. Little nigga, I don't sweat those hoes. No nigga, I don't sweat those trolls. I switch clothes, clothes get chose. Nigga, holding my crotch. Yeah, nigga, checking my watch. Two hots in the motherfucking cot. Straight from the bottom, straight to the big shot. Nigga, that's that shit though. And you can see it on the big screen. Big man, big lane, big brain. Little nigga doing really big things. Boss. I'm boss, baby. This joint right here is called Lotion. It's my baby boy Dean Boogie. Get it poppin'. Check it out. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I can't find it, I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it, I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for you everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere. And I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere. And I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere, and I've I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't find it. Somewhere in the back of my mind, let me rewind it. I don't want no cocoa butter, I don't want that Vaseline. Somebody better find my lotion, or somebody getting clean. Thank you. Peace out. Brando.